This is why some men online feel the way they do about women when they say stupid shit like what I'm about to play.
I think I needed some chaos first.
Yeah. No, maybe you're trying to like protect yourself from liking them too much.
Yes, girl, I knew you were going to relate with me.
So, Hilary Duff is the latest celebrity to go on a podcast and piss off social media. In this case, the old Disney star went on the Call Her Daddy podcast and said something that pissed off men.
So you thought it was like almost a red flag that he was too nice?
I think I was just like not ready to accept all of that yet. I was like coming out of that, like a long relationship, a divorce. Like I was just like chaotic.
Yeah.
I think I needed some chaos first.
Yes. Meeting a nice guy that's actually going to treat you well. You're like, wait, can you pause for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Let me get
I'll
my
be
shit
back.
together and I'll come back.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, wait.
So she's saying here that before she got with her now husband, and this was after her first divorce, she felt like she needed more chaos, wasn't ready for a nice guy. And, you know, that's a trigger word to some men out there. But it is statements like this that do run men towards the red pill, thinking that women only want guys that are going to treat them like shit, want these masculine type of guys that aren't exactly the nice guy that they're clearly running from if she didn't want a relationship with her now husband, although she is married to her now husband. But that's another argument that some guys make of like, well, of course she wanted to go have her fun with bad boys and then settle down with her husband. It is these type of statements that, you know, get red pill guys talking
in a female environment. And I think with this podcast stuff, y'all getting the opportunity to see that women clearly understand what they be doing. It wasn't that he was too obnoxious or he was not refined enough or he was an asshole or he was abusive. He was too nice. And it's a saying going on the internet that women don't leave abusers. The guy that be going upside their head, you know, the toxic person that they love to fight with, most women like that.
And now look, sometimes I don't like talking about dating stuff on this channel for this very reason, because I sometimes feel crazy when I'm trying to bring logic to modern dating, because modern dating really is a shithole out there. And so sometimes bringing logic to it doesn't even really help, in my opinion. But what this is a classic example about how, you know, the two extremes just bounce off each other. We have all these podcasts out there and content out there that are supposed to appeal to men who are down on their luck in dating, who are fed up with women, and it's to blame the women for all of their problems in dating so that they can have a reason to feel better about them because it's all women's fault. We're going to group them all together. And then on the other side, we have podcasts like the one that Hilary is on, where they mostly talk about guys and sex and all of the dating that goes into it. And it kind of plays into the men are bad sometimes, but it also plays into the girls just want to have fun. I'm just a girl. And all of that nonsense as well. And all that does for dating is make it worse. Sometimes I wonder, is modern dating the cause of all of these podcasts out there that are waging in the sex war? Or did these podcasts out there waging in the sex war cause modern dating to be as bad as it has become? There's also, you know, more to this clip that's been going around about Hilary Duff, because on the same podcast, you know, she talked up her husband in a very positive light. And I think what's the missing piece that I don't see people talking about is that Hilary had just got out of a divorce. And I don't think you should really want to even throw yourself back out there into a long-term relationship right after a divorce. So that is definitely some missing logic from probably what was going on in Hilary Duff's life at the time when she first met her then husband. And they dated a while. They actually have broken up a couple of different times. And, you know, on one of those times, it was him that wasn't exactly wanting Hilary back. Hilary did have to try and win him back at some point. Relationships are a lot more complicated than what gets talked about on these podcasts. It's easy to just group all men together. It's easy to just group all women together. But that is one of the problems with modern dating. I don't feel like people see humans for being humans. They want to just group them into the groupthink of, oh, she's just a typical woman. All women are the same. All men are the same. Men suck. Blah, blah, blah. It's what we hear over and over again on social media. But has it helped people with dating? I'd really love to know, because I don't think it has. All I see is people that talk about the red pill online being miserable. All I see is the women that listen to Call Her Daddy think that men are terrible, but deep down they're pretty lonely and just hiding from their feelings. So a lot of this has, of course, made Hilary Duff an enemy of men on social media. And it sucks because she's had quite the comeback for herself in recent years, I feel like. But, statements like this do kind of hurt her image. I feel like she has the image of one of the childhood actors who came out actually okay. She was also asked about that on the podcast, too.
I feel like there's kind of like this known reputation you have as one of the few child stars who escaped the major pitfalls of Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that way? Like, do you feel like you got out pretty unscathed?
Yeah. I think that there's no... I think that people look at me and think like, oh, she's had it easy, maybe. And I definitely have not had it easy. But I feel okay.
And one thing that people are bringing up about Hilary to try and slam her right now after this statement is a statement from Frankie Muniz a while back about how Hilary Duff's mother basically forced Hilary onto one of Frankie's movies way back then when they were both childhood stars, and how he hasn't talked to Hilary since because her mom was a control freak. But I actually think her mom needs to be commended, because I think it is because of Hilary's mother that Hilary, didn't get abused as a kid in all of these shows in the Hollywood business. I feel like she was very protective of Hilary. And yeah, it sounds like she was quite the momager, but I do think she is probably who had Hilary's back in some of these statements she made on the podcast.
And I think that a lot of that could have to do with my upbringing and feeling, like I was protected when I was a child. But this industry is really fucking hard.
But I do want to circle back to women podcasts real quick before I end this video, because it's easy for people to hate on red pill content. It is out there so often. And I can't relate to it myself in my real life. I think that if you just be yourself out there, yeah, you can't be a pushover. Yeah, some of what the red pill says I do think should work, but just boxing yourself into any thought process is never good. This is also why I hate politics. A two-party system. How are you going to box yourself in to one party, to one groupthink? It actually just keeps you boxed in. And in the end, does any of it really matter in the grand scheme of this WWE-like world? I don't know if it does. It's kind of the same thing with dating. Boxing yourself into one mindset really doesn't work for you. You got to just be more loose. You got to just be yourself. And anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here because I do want to talk about these women podcasts too. Because they do all go on these podcasts talking about sex and talking about things that I think make them look stupid. And then this is why some men online feel the way they do about women when they say stupid shit like what I'm about to play.
I tell her all the time that I don't believe that she is monogamous because she can juggle. And she never fully feels, maybe it's commitment issues, but she'll be 9 toes in, but the pinky toe out. Ooh. So she'll be dating someone and really like them, but still be swiping. And I'm like, it's because you're not monogamous.
No, maybe you're trying to like protect yourself from liking them too much.
Yes, girl, I
do
knew you
that
were gonna relate with me.
I do that too. Bro, the second I'm obsessed with somebody, I'm like, okay.
But you are.
What
not
can I
monogamous.
do to I gotta
like
fuck another nigga or like go on a date? You gotta get it out. You gotta get it off.
When you really like a guy, you have to fuck another guy to what? I need the explanation.
No, I don't want.
Well, at least there was one woman on that podcast that was very confused by that stupid ass statement. Oh my God, I really like this person, so let me go fuck someone else real quick. Like, yeah, that is just a person that really sucks at relationships or is really afraid of relationships and hasn't really worked on the reason why that they feel the way they do. So it's like they're their own worst enemy. They want to screw themselves from an opportunity of someone that they're really into for a relationship. Maybe it is the way modern dating is, the swipe culture where everyone thinks they could do better. This is similar to what Hilary said, though, that she wasn't ready for a relationship. So she just wanted chaos. The guy was too good for her. Maybe that was what she was thinking. The guy was too good for her. I don't know. Sometimes it is hard for me to follow this logic. I think what it is at the end of the day, that before some people can get into an actual healthy relationship, they have to get through the messes that is currently going on in their lives. But content like this, all these podcasts about dating really piss me off because they don't help anyone. I promise you, they're not helping you, because real life is more complicated than what these people are talking about. You're listening to people that need therapy. The girl in that last clip needs therapy. People don't want to work on their own issues to be in a healthy relationship. Instead, they want to act like it's cool on a podcast. Anyway, I don't even know why I made this video. I almost didn't make this video. I wanted to do something for Random Wednesday, but honestly, talking about dating in videos like this, like I said at the beginning, I don't like doing it because I feel crazy trying to be logical about it. Like, I like talking about these dating shows because I could see what's happening and I could comment on what's happening. But in the grand scheme of things, the plot has been lost by both sexes.